CES 2025, the tech event of the year. We've got new gear coming in hot, and today I'm going to show you some of the coolest gadgets that were at CES, and I will be ranking them, because this year's lineup is insane. Starting strong with Nvidia's new RTX 50 series. These GPUs are all about harnessing the power of AI, and let me tell you, this is a game changer. New features like DLSS 4 and next-gen AI frame generation makes this Nvidia's strongest GPU to date. Nvidia is giving us a taste of what they've been working on for years. The power of their GPUs lie within their new AI-based architecture. Graphics seem to be a lot more smoother and detailed. But there is a catch. For example, RTX 5070 was announced and it was stated by Nvidia to have 4090 performance. What does that actually mean? You're only getting that 4090 performance with DLSS 4 and frame gen, and that only works for games that are optimized for DLSS 4 and those special AI features. According to Nvidia's recent announcements, only 75 games and apps are confirmed to be compatible with DLSS 4 and its multi-frame technology. And while to some of you that may seem like a lot of games, it's not. So is the 50 series really worth it, especially the 5070? Well, I mean, it's up to you. The perks of the 5070 is that it's way cheaper than the 4090, but you only get a measly 12 gigs of VRAM, and again, its raw performance doesn't really compare to the most powerful product in the RTX 40 series lineup, so... However, the 5090 on the other hand, that might be more your speed, if you want to go all out. It's up to 37% faster than the RTX 4090 in Vulkan and 16% faster in OpenCL tests. You get an additional 8 gigs of VRAM, meaning you can get up to 32 gigs, and its MSRP is roughly around $2,000. Moving on, if you're a gamer who likes to take your setup on the go, check out the Lenovo Legion Go S. This is the cheaper version of the original Legion Go, and it might just be the perfect portable console. This is pretty much the light version of the original Lenovo Legion Go, so you don't have detachable controllers with 3 gaming modes. Instead, you have a basic handheld, but it's a little bit more than that. First of all, I seem to like the design much better on the Legion Go S than the original Legion Go. The controllers seem to have a more defined and rounded off look compared to the original, and it looks super comfortable to hold in your hand. And if you purchase the Legion Go in the Nebula Violet color, SteamOS is the default operating system, making this the first authorized third-party device to have SteamOS as a default operating system aside from the Steam Deck itself. And overall, I just seem to like it a lot more, on top of its starting price being $200 cheaper than the OG Legion Go. Speaking of handheld consoles, it seems that an old game company is trying to make waves in the gaming industry yet again. This is the Atari Game Station Go. This is Atari's first modern portable handheld, so you can play all of the old Atari games through this device, and what makes this stand out from the rest of these devices, there is a number pad on the controller that you can use for Atari 5200 games. It's such a simple idea, but it's unique, and like other portable handhelds like the Nintendo Switch, you can connect this to your TV. This has an HDMI port at the top of your device, so you can play it on the big screen. Now, let's talk about something a little more out there. Holiday glasses. These aren't your typical smart glasses. Instead of projecting a screen into your lens, these use tiny projectors above the lenses to shoot LED light straight into your eyes, which sounds a little crazy, but at the same time, it's way more immersive than just projecting a screen onto the lens itself. You can control everything through touch-sensitive controls on the frame, so it's hands-free. It's a whole new way of interacting with digital content. This is the Roborock S10R. This vacuums packing a retractable claw that can pick up small objects like your keys or a coffee cup. The claw can handle up to 300 grams of weight, and it's got an LED light for better object recognition. Plus, it's got StarSight 2.0 for smarter navigation and obstacle avoidance. It's not just about cleaning floors. It can actually help with organizing things around the house. With the Crevo curve feature, it can even handle larger thresholds, so you can get into harder to reach places, and the vacuum can climb up very short steps or railings. We have Samsung Bali back in action. Bali isn't actually new, but this is probably the first time it's going to officially hit the market for casual consumers. This isn't just some portable at-home assistant. This tiny robot can project images and videos to any surface, the wall, the floor, anywhere. So if you ask Bali to put on a movie, it will project a screen on a nearby wall. Bali is also integrated with Samsung AI, making it capable of answering certain questions like, what drink goes best with steak? Now, you know how people would fantasize about what the future would be like? Everyone would imagine a super high-tech society where there's flying cars, robot bodyguards, and other things. Well, I mean, we're already in the future, and flying cars do exist. Check this out. The Xpeng Aeronaut starts with this massive truck supported by 6 wheels called the Mothership. The Mothership opens its back and reveals a compact miniature helicopter car hybrid. The flying car unfolds itself, and from there you can fly it anywhere you want, and you can even control it from the inside. And once it's finished flying, it will fold itself back down and go back to the mothership to recharge. However, we have yet to see this officially hit the market and see how well it is executed. The Withings Omnia is a combination of a scale and a smart mirror that informs you of way more than just your weight. It tracks things like your heart rate, blood flow, sleep quality, and it even has the ability to tell if you're getting ready to get sick or not. It's like having a personal health tracker in your bathroom. Smart locks have been around for a while, but now we're getting some seriously next-gen options. Take the Slodge Sense Pro for example. This thing has an ultra-wideband chip that can sense your smartphone from a few feet away in order to unlock it automatically. It's all about making home security more seamless. Not also the Lockly Secure Pro, which is taking things a step further with Apple's touchless feature and a built-in camera, so you can actually see who's inside of your house from outside. Slowly, home security is becoming more and more advanced, as with everything else. And speaking of advanced, what would CES be without robots? And this year did not disappoint. First, here's the Luna Petbot, a robot dog that speaks 15 languages and can play games with you. It can chase a ball, recognize faces, and react to 5 different people. And here's the thing, while the concept of a robot dog may seem cool, I don't want a robot dog. It's kind of blurring the line between artificial intelligence and actual living beings, and that to me is pretty weird. But it doesn't take away that the AI behind this thing is still very impressive. Then there is the K20 Plus Pro Switchbot, similar to the Roborock Saros with the robot claw on a small disc-shaped robot, but this does more than just pick up trash and clean the house. This can deliver food and drinks to you from the kitchen. There's also a fan attachment that allows the robot to cool you down whenever you need it to. And it's got a camera, so you can use it to check on anyone from the inside. So it's more than just a smart vacuum, it's a whole smart assistant. And now, I have my critiques on the whole humanoid robot concept, but I did find this robot to be kind of cool. The Unitree G1 is a short robot that can walk in any direction you want. It can shake hands with you, it can dance, and all of those features can be manipulated through a handheld controller. Unitree also made a robot dog similar to Boston Dynamics, just way cheaper, but this robot looks tough. It has a cool visor with a built-in depth camera and LiDAR, surrounded by a glare of LEDs that form around the shape of its head. Unitree has also been working on implementing ChatGPT inside of the robot, so it can use that AI to answer important questions, and even develop speech capabilities to respond verbally. Finally, this robot can fold itself into a small, compact form, making it easy to carry and move around. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below your critiques and ideas about the future of robots. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Next we have the XREAL Pro. These glasses utilize augmented reality to immerse you inside of video games. These glasses can be connected to the Steam Deck, the Ally, the Legion Go, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch, anything. Then once it's connected, a screen is projected inside of the glasses lens. What's also good is that this has blue light blocking and flicker-free lighting to prevent any potential harm to your eyesight, so you can play for extended periods of time. And now that I've mentioned augmented reality, that reminds me of this VR suit combo. Introducing the Tactisuit Pro, Tacta gloves, and Tacta sleeves. The Tactisuit Pro has 32 haptic motors inside, 16 in the front, 16 in the back, so you can feel different haptic patterns and sensations while playing VR games, making the experience far more immersive by simulating your sense of touch. The vest currently works with 250 VR games, so you can feel damage whenever you get attacked in VR games, and for FPS games, you can feel recoil from rifles and railguns. The Tacta gloves MSRP is $249, the Tacta sleeve is $199, and the Tactisuit Pro is $499. UltraGear GX9 series is the first 5K bendable monitor of their kind. It can literally transform from a flat monitor to curved in a mere seconds with just a single press of a button. This has a 165Hz refresh rate, and you also have the option to lower the resolution down to 1080p and achieve 330Hz. The monitor will be released this year, and there is no final pricing just yet. Then there is the Asus ThinkBook Gen 6. I don't know what's the deal with these companies creating flexible and extendable screens, but Asus is also a culprit. This is the first rollable laptop. By rollable, I mean the screen starts off as a 14.6-inch display, and then with a single button press, it extends into a 16-inch screen, giving you additional space on your laptop to multitask between apps. Now, before I get into the rankings, let's review one final product. A new line of EVs, the Honda 0 Series Saloon and SUV. This is a level 3 autonomous self-driving vehicle which uses Osmo OS, an operating system inspired by their Osmo robots in 2020. This takes Honda's 360-degree self-awareness system to a different level. It can detect sudden cut-ins from vehicles in addition to bicycles and motorcycles passing on the road, enabling its autonomous braking and turning, and this will probably be the first vehicle that will allow you to experience autonomous driving hands-off. The lighting on the inside is really cool, and overall the vehicle design is extremely futuristic and looks similar to a spaceship. Okay everybody, it is time for me to rank all of these gadgets and just give my general opinion on what sounds cool, does it look functional, so on and so forth. The Nvidia RTX 50 series will be an A tier. It marks a major leap in AI driven graphics technology with DLSS 4 and AI frame generation. It could be such a game changer, and I think the price performance ratio is better than the RTX 40 lineup. Next, the Honda 0 series. S tier. Managing to improve the autonomous capabilities of Honda's already great self-awareness system and make this cool spaceship-looking vehicle and offer an advanced user interface, making this well-deserving to be an S tier. If it works as intended, not only will it keep its ranking, but it will forever change autonomous driving in the market. Next, ThinkBook Gen 6 from Asus. A tier. A rollable laptop is a unique jump in portable computing, and I've never seen anybody do this before. Plus, this laptop uses Copilot plus PC for the same AI capabilities like in the Asus ZenBook. Then we have the Tectosuit Pro. S tier. Incorporating touch into VR may sound like a simple concept, but I haven't seen too many people do that yet. Plus, this creates a level of immersion never experienced before in VR. But that also means you feel pain, and I don't know what problems that may cause or what, but I'm still giving it a rank in S. Next, the Xpeng Aerot. S tier, hands down. We finally get to use flying cars, but I'm sure it would be pretty expensive, and I don't think a lot of people would be using that, especially if you're the average consumer. So I'd put that in A tier. The Lenovo Legion Go S is for sure going in S tier, no pun intended. I'm sure we know why, right? Ergonomic improvements compared to its predecessor SteamOS, and cost-effective pricing. This is by far the best value handheld console. The Roborock vacuum goes in A tier. It's extremely versatile for a vacuum, and this time it can pick up clumps of litter and trash around the house and put it away, something that a standard high-quality vacuum cannot do. Then the XREAL Pro goes in A tier, and the holiday glasses go in B tier. The portability and comfort and advanced tech behind these glasses make a strong contender in the augmented reality space. It's just that the mainstream adoption of AR gaming, especially AR glasses, are still in its early stages. The Smart Locks, Sense Pro and Lockly Secure Pro, are both going in B tier. Both of these offer super advanced features and convenience beyond imagination, but at the same time, the convenience for smart homes aren't really groundbreaking and just doesn't push boundaries the same way these other products do. Atari Game Station Go is also going in C tier. Although it captures the essence of the old Atari experience inside of a modern frame, it's still a very niche product with very limited appeal, because nowadays you won't find too many people playing older games. The LG Ultra Gear series is going into S tier. Impressive flexibility, 5K resolution, and 330Hz refresh rate, and expense for decreased resolution makes this well worthy to be in S tier. Depending on whether that changes when the price is finally announced or not is really not likely. The Luna Petbot is going into C tier. Robotic pets are a really controversial concept, and it's not anything I would look at, but it's still a pretty fun product, I'd say. Same ranking goes for the Unitry G1 robot. Samsung Bali, B tier. And finally, the Withings Omnia, D tier. What are you guys' thoughts on this tier list? Let me know in the comment section down below. We are so close to 1K, guys. Please continue to support the channel, and you'll have a chance of receiving a gift. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.